everybody. Today we are trying out the Spirit deck facing off against the Journey Along the Anduin scenario. So, not trying to sound negative, but I don't have too much faith that we'll get too far. But let's give it a shot, see how it goes. So, we have To the River. Emerging from Workwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, you must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you leave the forest behind, you notice that you are being pursued, and thus quicken your pace. For setup, each player reveals one card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. Alright, and we got the Goblin Sniper. He doesn't have a one revealed ability, but at the end of each round, at the end of each combat phase, they'll deal 1 damage to a player and the character they control. Alright, so we flip it over, and we have, as you approach the location of a small raft stashed on the riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a grouping of rocks and attacks. When revealed, search the encounter deck for one hill troll and place it in the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. We need 8 progress tokens to get through this, and we must defeat the hill troll in order to accomplish this. Now, we're going to do something a little different today, in the fact that I am not good at deck building. But I wanted to do 2 runs of this today to show you kind of a good deck against this. The recently deck-built Elves of Lorien deck came out, and I did play it against this scenario and had some decent luck. So we're gonna run this starter deck from the revised set, and then we're gonna run 2, 3, 4, 5, the Elves of Lorien. Okay, so here's my opening hand. I've got a lot of events and only 1 ally, and the ally's a little expensive, so I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan. All right. One more shuffle. There we go. 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's see what we got here. We have an ally that we could probably play. We also have the Favor of the Lady. We also have a lot of cards in here that we would be able to discard for Eowyn's ability for questing. So let's go ahead and start, because it's not like I can mulligan again. Alright, so I'm just going to give each hero a resource. The heroes we're using are Dunhere, Eleanor, and Eowyn. Alright, and we draw a card. Okay. So first things first, yes. Let's see. I do want to play... We have some time, so their opening threat is 24. Alright. So both enemies out there right now would be able to, they'd be able to wait on them. However, it does equal 3 threat. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll wait on the Lorien Guide and instead play Favor of the Lady. So I'll discard 2 resources and place it on Eowyn. So now she has a questing of 5. Okay, so now it's time to quest. I will definitely commit Eowyn to the quest. She goes in with 5 thanks to Favor of the Lady, but she can discard a card from hand to give Eowyn +1. So I will get rid of... I have all 3 versions of this in my hand, so I'll get rid of Test of Will. So now we're at 6 and 3 on the board, keeping in mind that we do need to defeat that hill troll to get past this. And it is the Misty Mountain Goblins. They contribute 2 to the threat, so we are putting 1 progress token onto the quest. Alright, we have no locations to travel to, so now we are going to engage, and it is the Misty Mountain Goblins that will engage us. I am going to have Eleanor defend against the Misty Mountain Goblins, and they get a shadow card. And we have a shadow ability. Attacking enemies gain +1 strength. Okay. So they're hitting for 3. She blocks 2, so she'll take 1 damage. Alright. Now usually I would use Dunhere to attack against them. But he has an ability. Dunhere can target enemies in the staging area when he attacks alone, When doing so, he gets +1 strength. I'm actually going to attack the Goblin Sniper. So he's going in with 3 strength. The Goblin Sniper has 0 defense with only 2 hit points. So that takes him out. And I don't have to worry about my people taking hits while waiting for that threat to be engaged. Alright, so that's all I can do. And I will ready everybody. That also takes care of a level 2 threat out there. Increase my threat by 1. Alright. And let's draw a card. I drew the Wandering Took. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And the Hill Troll is still over there, with the Misty Mountain Goblins engaged with me. Okay. Alright, so now I can play attachments and allies. Let's go ahead and play the Lorien Guide. Whenever locations pop up, if she's on a quest, if she's committed to a quest, she gets to put a progress token on a location. We've got one of those locations that needs 5 to get through, so that's not a bad one to have. And I will have... I'll keep that resource available in case we have a bad one revealed effect, and then I can play a Test of Will. Alright, now it's time to quest. And I will quest with Éowyn again. I'm just going to quest with Éowyn. I'm not going to discard a card just in case something bad comes out. And we have the East Bite, which adds 1 threat. When faced with the option of travel, the players must travel to the East Bite if there is no active locations. So, we do have to travel there. Well, first off, sorry. Éowyn had 5 to the quest. It was 3, no, only 2. So we get 4 on our quest. We do have to travel here. So next time I'll probably commit the Lorien Guide to the quest. It gives us more opportunities to complete that quickly because it has 6 progress tokens to get through. Alright, now we would do an optional engagement. We're still engaged with the Misty Mountain Goblins, and then the engagement check, that's still at 30 threat, and we are only at 25. So, let's have, once again, we'll probably have Eleanor defend, and then we get a shadow card. And no shadow ability. Okay, it hits for 2. She has a defense of 2. Wonderful. I will have Done Here and the Lorien Guide attack together for 3 against the Goblins. They have a defense of 1, so they'll take 2 hits. And that's it for the round. Stand everybody up, and then I'll give some threat to the counter. There we go. And on to the next round. 2, 3, and then let's draw a card. What did we get? Another Favor of the Lady. The nice thing about this is it doesn't have the symbol on it. That means I can only have 1 out at a time, and I do have to attach it to a hero, so I cannot attach it to the Lorien Guide. Let's see here. I also believe it doesn't say restricted, which means I could probably put it on Éowyn again. So let me check on that. Attachments. And does it have to play attachments? Yeah, it doesn't say I can't because the restricted would be the one that would tell me that. So I'm actually going to spend 2 and put another one of this on Éowyn. All right. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do here... actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put this on Eleanor instead, in case she gets to that point where she can go questing. I'm going to commit the Lorien Guide and Éowyn to the quest, and after Lorien Guide commits to a quest, place 1 progress token on the active location. We have 6 committed to the quest right now, and we only have 1 in the staging area. So let's see what we got. Evil Storm. Deal 1 damage to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. Well, we don't have any 35 threat, and so I'm not going to worry about that one for its 1 revealed effect, so I'll save my resources for something a bit more damaging. All right, so 1 to our 6, so that's 5, so that'll be enough to take care of this location. All right, and we have nothing to travel to. Let's go ahead and attack. We'll once again have Eleanor defend against the Misty Mountain Goblins. They'll be able to be defeated this round. Let's see what we've got. No shadow effect. Done here will attack for 2. They have block of 1, but they only have 3 hit points. And they are out. There we go. All right. I'm hoping to get a few more allies or something to give us a bit more oomph to our hit, because that hill troll has 3 defense. But the nice thing about this deck, as I've said before, is that you get some time to build yourself up. So let's see what we've got. All right, next round. We pulled Hasty Stroke. Cancel a shadow effect just triggered during combat. Okay, so can I play anything I'd want to play? I will play the Wandering Took for 2, only because, if possible, he can either soak up something coming his way, or we can try to work on attacking something that comes out. So, time to commit to the quest. Let's just commit AO into the quest, since there's no location right now. And I won't boost it up at all. So, let's see. We're going in with 5. There's a 1 out there. We pull another Misty Mountain Goblins. So 3, so 2 will go on the quest. So 5 to 7. Now remember, we can't do anything until we're able to get through that hill troll. All right. So no location to travel. We're going to willingly engage with the Misty Mountain Goblins. I could also willingly engage with the hill troll, but I am not going to. All right, so we will have Eleanor defend yet again. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're supposed to be removing progress tokens from the quest, so I should be more around 4. Yeah, because it took me a while to get rid of that one. So I'm going to say I'm at 4, really. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you for letting me know that I made a mistake. So, yeah, Eleanor is defending, and no shadow ability, so that's easily defended. Let's see here. Definitely done here attacking. The Wandering Took. We're not 3. I need 4 to just wipe this thing out, so I'll do that. And it's gone. All right. I cannot remember in this deck if there's anything that would give Done here extra strength where he could keep popping against the hill troll while we're waiting. Because he could do that. All right. 1, 2, 3 resources. 2, 3. Okay, what do we draw? Strength of Will. After you travel to a location, exhaust a spirit character to place 2 progress tokens on that location. Not a bad one to have. All right, Aowen will commit to the quest, and she goes in with 5 against the 1. And hold on, they did attack, so we lose another progress. Boop. And we have Pursued by Shadow. When revealed, each player raises their threat by 1 for each character they control that is not committed to the quest. Well, I'm going to spend a resource to play Strength of Will, which is cancel the when revealed effects of a card that was just revealed from the encounter deck. So that's canceled. Aowen winning with 5 against the hill troll with 1. So 4 is going on the quest. All right, so we're at 7. We only need 8, but we haven't dealt with the hill troll. Because of that, we might be able to inflict some damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do that. Since he's not going to engage with us, or we could do that. I'm debating whether to willingly engage with the hill troll, because anything that goes over that effect is going to threat. No. We're going to see what comes out in the next one. All right. So 29 threat. I'm just trying to play it safe. Doing the best I can to think of ways to possibly get Spirit deck from the... I've actually won Passage Through Mirkwood with the Spirit deck. I want to see if I can try to get them to beat this scenario. Alright, we have the Galadrim's Greetings. Reduce one player's threat by 6 or reduce each player's threat by 2. Tell you what, we're actually going to play that now. So... going to reduce our threat by 6 and keep trying to build up allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're now at 23. Wish I had something to let me drew cards. Ally and discard pile, engaged enemy, progress locations. Okay. Eowyn's going to quest. She's questing at 5. And we got the Gladden Fields. When Gladden Fields is the active location, each player must raise their threat by an additional point during the refresh phase. So only one progress token, because that's 4. She committed 5. It's going on the quest. That has enough that it needs to pass, but we have to get past the Hill Troll, and we will travel to the Gladden Fields. All right. So I will now play Strength of Will for free. After you travel to a location, exhaust a... I'm actually going to exhaust the Wandering Took for this. No, he has defense. I'm going to exhaust you. The Lorien Guide. Character to place 2 progress tokens on that location. Alright, it only needs 3. So we'll raise threat by 2 for the end of this round. Done here, I wish I can get him an extra attack, because then he could slowly be pinging away at the Hill Troll, but I think we're going to have a visitor, everybody. Are you coming up? You want to come and be in the video? Oh, he's just... There he is. Alright, anyway. That's going to be it. I'm not taking on that Hill Troll willingly. Trying to build up my arsenal first. If the Spirit deck could be said to have an arsenal. Alright, let's raise threat by 2. Because of the Gladden Fields. Yes. Just making sure I got that right. 1, 2, 3. And draw a card. And we got this Stand and Fight. This is a fine card for getting allies out of discard. I just can't seem to find my allies. And none of these guys, Eleanor, done here, or Eowyn, actually is good for drawing cards. Eleanor's going to go on the quest. Because if she doesn't, then we're raising our threat. And we got Misty Mountain Orcs. Goblins, sorry. So we have 3, so 2 gets to the quest. 1 goes on here, and then I'm not going to put it on there because we already have enough. Okay. So the goblins are going to attack us. Let's do that. I'm going to have Eleanor defend again, because she has at least 2 to defend, and no shadow ability. So he hits for 2. She defends for 2, and then I'll have done here the Lorien Guide and the Took defeat the Goblin. Alright, that is going to be it for the round. Hopefully getting an ally or a draw cards ability. Okay. And we got a Lorien Guide. Okay. Not bad. I think we will put that out there. We've got plenty of resources to do it. So we'll put out another Lorien Guide. This will give us a bit more oomph if the Cave Troll does engage with us. Eowyn is going to commit to the quest versus the 1, and we pull Wargs. Alright, so if they have a shadow card with no effect, they go back into the staging area after their attack, because they are definitely going to engage. We have no location to travel to, and I will have who can defend this without being too... And I could also just have the Wandering Took just take it, but let's have Eleanor. She could die. Let me see if I have anything in here that would allow me. I do have something that would cancel the shadow effect, so let's do that. Alright. No shadow effect. So, hits for 3, she has 2, so she'll take another wound. And it didn't have a shadow effect, so it pops back into the staging area. That being said, Dun here is going to attack in the staging area against the wargs. He's only going to deal 2 damage to it, but at least that'll do something. Because don't forget, when it is dealt a shadow card with no effect, return it to the staging area. Alright. So a bit of a nothing burger of a round, but that's okay. Like I said, there's got to be a deck in this starter that defeats something as far as that goes. Like I said, though, I did beat Passage Through Mirkwood with this deck. Not when I showed it to you guys, but I did beat it. Alright, now we have this. Power in the Earth, which if we attach to a location, it gets a -1 threat. That'd be great if we had locations to attach it to. Alright. Eowyn, on to the quest, just so we don't gain any threat. And when revealed, deal 1 damage to each character controlled by a player who has threat of 35 or higher. That is not us right now. Okay. They will engage with us since there's no location to travel to. I will actually have the Wandering Took take it because I have cards that can bring him back. They're going to hit for 3. A shadow card of nothing, so it's going to pop back into staging when it's done. So he takes 2 damage and he's going to go out. And he pops back into the staging area. Dun here will attack for 3 and get rid of the wargs. Okay. That would only be 3 to attack, so we're not going to do that yet. Alright. Go to 28th threat. I'm going to just do this. Starting to get crazy. And I'm hoping for a Gandalf, but there's a lot of cards to get through. And another Galadrim's Greetings. I am going to not use that quite yet, because I feel like I'm just swishing stuff around at this point. And I'm playing nothing, because it's mainly events and attachments for locations when they come out. Once again, we'll have Eowyn go on the quest, just so we don't get any bad threat. And we have the Enchanted Stream. Players cannot draw cards. So we're not taking any threat, but I'm not going to put any on that one because of that. So I will travel there. Okay. If I took 4th threat, I could then place that down and then pop that back into 1, 2, 3, 4. It would deal 1 damage. We're going to try something, only so I can get this moving forward a bit more. I'm willingly engaging with the Hill Troll. I'm going to have this Lorien Guide defend, and there is a shadow ability. But I think I'm going to use this to cancel the shadow effect, the Hasty Stroke, and so that's out. He is going to hit the Lorien Guide for 6. She has a defensive 0 and hit points for 2, so I'm taking 4th threat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 32. So I'm going to attack now with 4 against his 3 and at least put 1 damage on him. Then I'm going to play the Galadrim's Greetings and lower my threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will, do I have that? Play a Light in the Dark, which is I'm going to choose an enemy engaged with a player and return to the staging area. So he pops back. So at least he has a damage on him. I know it's not much. I think it's further than I've got with any of these before. So, alright. That was an interesting round. I'm hoping for some allies. I've got plenty of resources for some allies. Now, hold on, give me a chance to raise the threat. Boop. And I got an attachment. This actually might not be a bad idea. Well, it wouldn't really work with what I'm looking to do. But I will play it now. Unexpected Courage for 2. attach that to done here. Maybe he'll be able to attack twice. Come here. Come here. Again. There you go. Alright, Aowen will commit. And we got the Eastern Crows. So that is 2 threat. We're fine. And then I shouldn't have been able to draw this. Let's put that back on the top of the deck because of the location. Sorry about that, folks. But this is only 2 threat, so the 4 goes over, takes care of this. Okay. I don't have enough threat for either of those. And, oh, nope. Eastern Crows has Surge. And Treacherous Fog. Each location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. If you have 35 threat or higher, they discard one from their hand. Okay, so nothing happens. So yes, now I would say that goes through. Boom. All right. Now I can choose if I want to engage. Yeah, let's engage the crows at least. I will not have... No, I could have her. I'm going to have Eleanor defend. And gets +1, so it has a strength of 2 to her 2. And then done here will attack it. And then when this is defeated, it goes in the deck and gets shuffled. Okay. And that's all I can do. Just anything that would give done here +1 strength. It's 28. And now I have this, and I'll play this on to done here. I have nothing much else right now that I want to play. So tell you what, we're going to try something. We are going to... Would he survive? No, he wouldn't. Never mind. We're just going to have the Lorien guides on the quest. So for 2. And then the Dol Guldur Orcs. They choose 1 character committed to the quest and deal 2 damage to that character. Gets rid of 1 of them. So now I take 2 threat. So they are both engaging. All right. So highest threat first. And then the next. Do I have anything that would stop any of this? Choose an ally with a printed cost of X in discard pile. Put that ally into play under your control. So I'll spend 3 resources to bring out the Lorien guide that I just lost. And then, just to soak up some damage from that troll, I will play that again to bring the Took. Should I wait for a Gandalf to be in discard? Let's see how this goes. I'm not going to do that again. We're going to have the Lorien guide against the hill troll. Because, hold on. Yeah, he'd die. No shadow. So it hits the Lorien guide for 6, 2 hit points, 4 threat. Alright. So we're at 34 now. They're hitting for 2. Let's go ahead and have done here defend against the Dol Guldur Orcs. And they have a shadow of +1 strength. So 3 against, so he's taking 2 wounds. Okay. So now we could choose to attack. And what we're going to do is exhaust this to stand him back up. And then we're actually going to exhaust all of them. And the question is, do I put a hit on the troll or do I hit the orcs? I'm going to hit the orcs. I can't deal with 2 out there. My threat deck is getting, my counter deck is getting very small. And I know you just shuffle it back in. This video is also getting very long. So let's see what we can do. Threat's at 35 right now. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be honest, this is farther than I ever thought I'd get in the Spirit deck. And we have not an ally. Okay. Alright, fine. So, I'm not going questing. And we have... Each player raises their threat by 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to the quest. Let's use that thing that I just got, which was the hasty stroke. Alright. And then I will have Lorien Guide defend against the Hill Troll. No shadow. And our threat will go up by 4. There we go. And then I'll have everyone attack the Hill Troll, and it'll be for 1 damage. Alright. Alright, so raise the threat. We're at 40 now. Alright, I am in Resource Paradise over here. And I'm just going to give Eowyn this. Okay. Come on, I'm looking for an ally. No, not an ally. It's probably at the last turn then. Okay. Either threat's going to go up really bad or nothing. I'm not committing to the quest. And we got something that's a 3. And then we'll take it. Well, we have to. I made that decision on my own. Alright, so then we'll travel. We will not travel. I'm going to try to deal with this. It's going to kill him, but done here will... No. Eleanor is going to... Because she has the least resources. So if we got a shadow effect. We do. Enemy gets +1 strength. She is... Soaks up... So he has 6 damage. She soaks up 2 of it. So that's 4 damage. She has 1 more, so 3 is coming through on threat. We are now at 46. I'm trying to see if it would be any good to attack it. No, because it's only going to be 3. All right, so let's go to the next. We're at 47 threat. Hanging on, everybody. No ally yet again. Okay. I think I'm just going to... So let's commit Eowyn to the quest. See what we have. When revealed, each enemy in each location currently in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. It's not going to matter, but we could attach this to the location for 1. Let's go ahead and do that. So it has -1 threat. So that's still at 3. Eowyn quested for 5, so we're okay. Hill Troll is going to attack. I'll have done here has to defend, and this is it, folks. No. Oh, I can't talk. Shadow ability. So it's hitting for 6. So he blocks for 1. So that gives he's hitting for 5, and he's got 2. So 3 threat puts us at 50. That is the Spirit deck for this scenario. Give me a few seconds. Come back, and we're going to actually play Elves of Lorien and see how we do there. All right. See you soon, everybody. All right, folks. I know I said I was going to run the Elves of Lorien, but the batteries in my microphone died on both ends. I've got a wireless receiver, the wireless mic here, which takes 2 AA's, and then this is a rechargeable, and it died on me in the middle of that run. So I will have to run that another time, but I do want to still get this up for tomorrow because I don't have any batteries at home right now, and by the time I get that charged, I will not have enough time to make the video again. There's the camera. So I want to give you my thoughts on Spirit. Spirit actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would against the Hill Troll, and that's because you constantly have the ability to lower your threat, and I tried as much as I could to get more allies out there, but that deck does not have enough allies. And Done here could have been picking away at that Hill Troll If only he ever got a +1 strength, which wasn't happening. So I've been given some advice not to even look at Scenario 3 with those starting decks in the revised set, unless, of course, I'm able to beat one of these. So Tactics is next week. I think they actually have the best chance of defeating the quest, only because of the amount of strength they have, and the fact that Gimli, when he keeps getting hit and you can give him Citadel armor, gets stronger and stronger. He'll be one to be able to take on the Hill Troll, I think, but still, that's going to be a lot of damage coming his way, and hopefully pulling the Citadel armor. Anyway, my thoughts on Spirit deck for this scenario is still not good. As a whole, on video, I have not been able to win a single scenario in this revised set. Interestingly enough, I have won Passage Through Mirkwood with some of the pre-builts when the camera's not running, of course. But I've had people watch me, and I've been not watching, play the game with me, and we've been able to win with some of those starter decks as well. So it's not impossible, it's just not probable. So anyway, that's the Spirit deck. Got through the longest, but still, like I said, I would have run Elves of Lorien, but the batteries died. And by the time I upload all this and edit this, we're not gonna have enough time before tomorrow when this needs to go live. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Tactics with Journey Along the Anduin. Bye, everybody.